From the deep, dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikodas, Tabbytha, and Grebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report.
Hello, and welcome to Fleet Action Report, the show where we don't just play the game, but we teach you how to race across the galaxy.
I am Tabbytha, that was Nikodas, and up next is Grebog.
And we're up. No, this is episode 186, Greased Lightning. If you would like to support us, you can follow, subscribe here on Twitch. We also have coffee. If you want to go to ko-fi.com/JerryBOG, you can give us funds that way too. But just your shiny happy presence is here while we are streaming is enough support. But yeah, let's see.
Grebog, start us off. How's your week been?
It's been I don't know if I was fighting something or whatnot, but yeah, I'm fine today. That's good. Yeah, I've rearranged my desk so that my way, because I got my new case, and it's going to be sitting on my desktop. Fortunately, also the Armade fan that was dead on the CPU heatsink came today too. So I now have all my parts to be able to put my computer from my old case into my new case and then seal it for a little while. Let's see. But yeah, that includes adding in an M.2 drive that you know. So I'm excited to be playing with that. I don't know though when I'm going to be able to get that all taken care of. I may do it tonight. It all depends on how tired I am. Outside of that, I didn't sleep any on the day I was supposed to be doing D&D, so I ended up apologizing for not really sleeping and then canceling the game so I could try to get some sleep.
Just means
I feel bad, but
extra week.
Outside of that, I've been doing my STO stuff. I still play WoW. But yeah, doing the dailies, working on a build, reading up on what people have done, and finding out what ships are the fastest ships, and doing a little testing at that too. Tabby, what's your week been like, and what have you been up to?
Oh, well, I caught and fought off a cold. I spent a good amount of time at the state capitol this week, and so I didn't get as much time to do as much time in STO as I wanted to. So thus, I wasn't able to get my stuff put together for tonight. So I'll just be showing off the ship instead of like flying around in it. Other than that, I have started streaming again. So I am now once again live on my own Twitch channel, and I've started pretty much going live shortly before we go live on this channel. That way I can just kind of do a continuation. And tonight, on Monday, I started a artwork that was kind of like a recreation of a famous still image from Best of Both Worlds of the Enterprise D squaring off against a Borg cube. I kind of tried to recreate that. Not 100% because like the higher fidelity and the colors and everything, but I wanted to recapture it. And so I started that on Monday. I finished it today, and it looks amazing. So if you're in the Discord, you can see it. I'll be putting on my socials. So if you're following me on my socials, you'll be able to see it. Other than that, Nikodas.
Nothing. No, I'm kidding. I've been still dinking around on Pal World quite a bit. We've got 3 bases up, but it looks like we might need to move one. So when you can only have 3 max, so you have to move one if you find a better location or whatever. And when you do that, like all the buildings and structures and organization just goes away. So that may be a thing I have to look forward to this weekend. But I built a hotel on Pal Worlds. It was just supposed to be It was just supposed to be a fun little thing, like it's like almost a military barracks type thing. But I kept building, and then I realized before I knew it that I had rooms for 12 people in it. It was like 7 stories tall. It was crazy. That building did end up getting torn down. And I turned it more into a wizard's tower type thing, but now the whole base may get demolished anyway, so that was the thing. Running around on STO, to do the build that Grebog that we're going to detail here shortly. To do the full build can take quite a lot, and some of the ships I don't yet have access to. So I did not work on the build, but I've been on here doing my dailies, and I've got a short list made for next week, which I'll put on one of our patented things that Grebog has set up for ship builds. So I'm getting some
Tabby
ideas
started
for
it.
that. Well, there you go. So I'll work on that a little bit this coming week, and that'll be fun. But the only other game I've really played has been Golden Sun on the Switch, and the graphics are terrible, even for a 2D game, and very pixelated on the Switch. But it's fun. It's a fun little game, and I missed playing it from years ago, so I've been dinking around on that. That's pretty much my week. So,
Greetings, Raiders. Welcome in.
well, we got
We're
raided
just starting
again.
our show, so
That's
yeah,
2 raids in like 10 minutes. That's crazy.
welcome. For those that just came in, well, yeah. First, thank you, Endeavor Game On, for the raid, and then second, the show tonight we are covering a speed build, how to get the fastest sector space speed, and yeah.
So, and we'll get to the fun stuff here shortly. In the meantime, let's do a real quick run through this week in STO. Grebog, are you ready?
Oh, I'm going to do it while we're reading out what's happening in STO.
You're not reading anything. You're racing.
You're flying.
I gave you the buff. That's why I wanted to meet you out here, because I can do the diplomatic immunity, which will increase your speed a little bit more. So you have that. But are you ready to do your run, to start your run?
Let me pull it back up. So I guess I'm doing Tour of the Galaxy. Do we want me full screen, big screen?
Yeah, you can have the big screen since you're the only one running. That's fine.
Those watching, this is probably not the most optimal path. This is just me going. Yeah.
Are you ready, sir?
I have 15 minutes. Apparently, some people have done this in 9 minutes 58 seconds or something like that. 9:48 is according to what this map says.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that. So there you go. All right. Well, if we get this done and we get through everything, we can do the daily and stuff for fun.
I will not be doing the daily in this ship.
Yeah.
Why not? That would be hilarious.
All
right.
It's fine.
All right. Whenever you're ready, you can take off. Tabby, you want to start us off for the news?
I sure do. This week in STO, the 14th anniversary is coming up from that. Well, actually, it's now going now until February 21st. 40 completions of what's that?
I said dang because he's gone.
I'm trying to. It's not giving me credit for the first system because I'm apparently was too close for it.
Oh wow. 40 completions at 2 completions per day will get you the Alliance Rex Escort. I am almost all the way done with that one. I've missed a few days, but I will be getting it. Nikodas?
The KDF wants you starting February 15th and running till March 7th. You will be able to create a KDF recruit, and like all the recruits, this does have account-wide unlocks. If you haven't made one before, it's worth it. If you have already made one, then it might not be worth it, because usually, I mean, they've always updated the rewards, so even if there are changes, those changes will be retroactive. So it's up to you, but usually one per account is enough.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to I think I'm gonna have to get Nimue to make a recruit.
Oh yeah, I mean it's well worth it, especially the Klingon recruits because you get the Batleth, you get the tier 6
Yep.
ship. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that comes from this one.
Welcome in Stargate Wars and Raiders.
A third raid, yes, this is a great night. I love this. Hello, Raiders, raid. All right, Tabby, go ahead.
Oh, anniversary bundle. 2 ships from the anniversary bundle have been revealed. The strange 3 nacelled Niagara class and the Cheyenne / Constellation class. The Niagara class looks cool enough, but like I feel like if you're gonna have 3 nacelles, maybe you want to put 2 on the bottom and 1 at the top, not vice versa, because it just kind of like looks unbalanced. I know there's no such thing as like balance and tipping over in space, right? But it looks like it's gonna fall over.
And
Hopefully
it
we'll
might
get
at that.
yeah. Hopefully we'll get more reveals on the anniversary bundle soon.
Do we know how many ships are going to be in this bundle?
Typically, it's been 6 ships. 5 or 6 ships.
Okay. Kind of curious. I mean, the bundle comes out on the 15th, so hopefully we'll get an announcement. I was hoping for something today. That didn't happen.
Apparently, do note, slipstream does not let you count as passing the system.
Well, there
you're too fast to trigger.
Oh,
that's good to know. All right, so the other announcement they made was made today, and this is Hold the Line at Pavo, which is the next event coming out. This will be a repeat event from years past. This will start next week on the 15th and run until March 7th. It's a 3-week-long event. It requires 2 weeks of progress, 14 days of progress to get the rewards. The new reward is the Pavo Proton Space Set, which it includes an Omni Beam that deals proton damage, a torpedo that deals proton damage, and a console that increases proton damage. I find this really curious because... Hello, cats. Because really? Proton damage hasn't... I mean, there's only one other source of proton damage in the game. Apparently one of my cats decided to kill the other one. So I find, unless they mean anti-proton as opposed to proton, I don't know. That seems like a weird choice to me. Now, the blog does say that the Omni Beam will react to cannon firing modes in addition to beam firing modes. So I found that interesting too. Take that as you will. Now, this event also starts the next year-long event, and the very bottom of this blog has what I consider to be a very big announcement. It says that we will no longer have to choose between the 3 rewards. So those 3 are the promotional ship pack, these 2 Zen Store ships, or the 2 100% off tokens, and 1,500 Lobby. Apparently, they've decided to give us all 3.
That kind of blew my mind when I saw that.
Yeah, we just get it all now. Like, you do the year-long campaign, you get it all. There you go. They're just
mean, I think it's completely like, I'm good with it because like we have like, if we're logging in and doing their content for an entire year, why not shower us with the goodies? I mean, come on.
Well, and I mean, yeah, I understand that too. And by the way, that also means that STO will be around for at least another year, if not more. Personally, I feel it'll be around more, but there's been some naysayers that have crept out of the woodwork again, and I just want to say this is kind of proof that the devs intend for the game to be around to give this reward out. So we've got another year at least.
Yeah, there are no plans for STO to be sunset or killed off or buried or sent down with the fishes.
Okay, so enough with the news. So the primary target, which is what you're watching on Grebog's screen right now, as he is... Where is he?
Wow.
Where is he rounding, Tabbytha?
Azure Sector.
Okay. So as he's traveling through the Azure sector at warp 150, which is still mind-boggling to me. So he could even be faster. And this is kind of what we were trying to figure out. So the fastest ship in the game for sector space is the USS Protostar, which is a promotional ship, very difficult to get. Not a lot of people have it. None of us have it, which is why we're not featuring that ship. The second fastest would be any of the Vesta class ships with their two-piece console set, which is what Grebog is flying. And then in third place, it's any Miracle Worker ship. Now, right before we went live, Grebog did try to plug those two consoles to get the two-piece set on a Miracle Worker ship, and he lost speed. So
Wow.
we'll have to do a little bit more experimenting with that. Something about the Vestas, I don't know, but the Vesta is definitely the faster if you have any of them. And that would include the legendary Kalian, if you have that one.
I want to note with the stuff that I'm using, I can actually turn while flying in slipstream mode.
Tabby, I didn't break any of this down. Do you just want to trade off section by section so you can like have the ship equipment, and then I'll do traits and so on and so forth?
Sure. Let me find the window real quick amongst my hundreds of tabs and windows because I lost it.
You want me to go ahead and start reading the next
Yeah,
one
go ahead
then,
and
and then
start
you
reading.
can do. Okay, so I'll do the equipment, and then you can do the traits.
Oh, there it
So
is.
for equipment, we've got the experimental systems two-piece set from the tier 5 Vestas. Now, I believe these consoles also come on the legendary Kalian if you have that. But it's the universal sympathetic Fermion transceiver, the universal quantum field focus controller, and the universal multidimensional wave function. Now, again, you only need 2 of those to get the set bonus, which is where you get your sector space speed from. For your impulse engine, you need the adapted M.A.C.O combat impulse engines. And if you epic it out, you will eke out a little bit more speed. Like the rarer the quality, the more speed you get. And for a warp core, the best warp core for speed is the Gamma Synergistic Overcharged Warp Core. And again, if you epic it out, you get a little bit more slipstream speed out of it. So the adapted set comes out of the Omega reputation, and the Gamma set comes out of the Gamma reputation. Both of those won't cost you anything outside of time, just earning the reputation marks that you need and the rank of the reputation. The tier 5 ships will cost a little bit to get those. I think they're $25 each. So you
How
can
much is
use
it to
bits
get
and
the
pieces of
legendary?
or you can get the legendary. True enough.
How much is it to get the legendary?
12,000.
Oh, well.
Unless you get it on a sale.
Unless you get on a sale.
Always look for the sales. So you can do bits and pieces of this build to increase some of your speed. You won't have the full set. Just pick and choose what you can afford, what you want to use, and go from there. Tabby, are you ready with the traits?
I am.
It's all yours.
All right, so on Starship Traits, off of the Equinox Pilot Scout ship, you can pick up the Synthetic Good Fortune trait. And then off the legendary Intrepid Miracle Worker multi-mission science vessel, try and say that 3 times fast, the Extensively Modified Warp Core. You get that one out of the 10th Anniversary Bundle.
And
what's that?
Both of those, is it just sector space speed that they increase, Grebog, or do they have more than that for those traits?
I'd have to look here. I'm a little.
You're fine. You're
preoccupied.
Fine.
We'll check it later. Personal traits, you can pick up Leadfoot off the Lockbox Exchange. The last price check was put at about 60 million.
Which is a lot higher than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, actually, maybe after the popularity of our show here tonight, it'll go up.
One can only hope.
We're dropping the secrets, y'all. So power levels wise, you want to put your engines power levels of 100. Why you would want to do that, I cannot comprehend, but it's written here.
You do.
For buffs, you want diplomatic immunity for the plus 50 sector space travel speed. Assign raiding party, the KDF version of diplomatic immunity. And then you can get plus 25 sector space travel speed from assignment, perform antimatter containment leak drills, critical success, which is an engineering DOF assignment. And if you feel like respecing your skills, you could pick up. Isn't there like a sector space booster?
There is.
Yes.
There is one.
You can either do transwarp cooldowns or sector space boosts.
Yeah, I think it's right here. Nope, not that one. I usually pick it up. I don't know where it's at. Oh, there it is. So it's in the science tree. It's the first selection in the science tree. You can either increase your sector space travel speed by 25% or reduce your transwarp abilities by 50%. I almost always go with the sector space travel speed on that one anyway.
I almost always go with the transwarp cooldown because I'm always warping all over the place.
Yeah, but there's so many ways to get around that now. Like you can just pick up a mission and pretty much go wherever you want to go for free.
That's true. That is true.
So I almost always go the other way. You never know. So, and I believe if you really want to get the most bang for your buck, if you have a friend that can do this, I believe diplomatic immunity and the assigned raiding party stack. So you can get both buffs on one person, I think. I have not tested that, but reading online, it seemed to indicate that you could stack those.
Oh.
So if you really want to do a speed build, just saying. What is your maximum speed right now, Grebog?
Right now I am flying at 131.83.
Okay, so you're buffed. So your maximum speed not buffed was 115.63. So
I overshot the wormhole.
That can happen when you're traveling at insane speeds.
Threading that needle.
Ah, there you go. Okay, so we got an answer in chat from Raider, Stargate Wars. He says the Vesta set only affects normal slipstream drives. So it does not stack with the special slipstream on the Miracle Worker set. That's why your speed changed.
Yep, that's very good to know. Thank you so much, Stargate Wars, for that input.
Okay, so I did look up those two traits. Synthetic Good Fortune has a passive 25 sector speed increase. And then it says it also gives a +5 Starship Control expertise and critical hit chance on activation of a control or pilot ability. So it does have something beyond just the sector speed, but the sector speed is passive, so it's always active. And then my other one over here did not load correctly. There we go. It says improves flight speed and turn rate during full impulse and quantum slipstream drive. Bonus lingers for a moderate duration after full impulse. So both of this is extensively modified warp core trait. So it does both like in system and in sector space. That's pretty cool. Comes off the legendary Intrepid Miracle Worker multi-mission science vessel, which is part of the 10th anniversary bundle. Only way to get that ship and that trait. Did we have any other questions about this? Let's see.
So yeah, the question was about like the Mimeth asked about, so not Miracle Worker ships, That would be correct, because miracle worker ships have a special slipstream.
The cyclical.
No, that's what I'm getting.
Quantum slipstream.
Oh no, I'm getting the Chronoton integrated quantum slipstream. Yeah, you can only get one. You can only have one special slipstream. The consoles give you a special one, and then if the ship already has one, unfortunately, you're stuck with whatever it has.
So it would not stack with the Protostar either then. I wonder how the Protostar would do with all the rest of the buffs, but without the 2-piece set. That could be interesting.
The Protostar has a faster slipstream, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but I mean, how would it stack up versus your boosted one with the 2-piece set bonus? Might have to do some testing next year.
I mean, if someone would like to get a hold of a
Protostar,
I will test it for you.
Otherwise, that's gonna be my pick for the promo ship next year. So I will have a Protostar, but it's a ways off.
Because let's see here. I'm looking. The Protostar, it has a default maximum warp factor 42.41 with its special proto warp.
Are you done with your run already?
15 minutes is up, yeah.
Wow, dude. Wow. How many systems did you get?
I got all the way through beta and alpha quadrant. I was in gamma.
Dang.
If I would have been better, I could have probably more optimized my path. There are people that have put out their optimized paths. You can find them. I would probably, if you're going to look to do that, I mean, yeah, there's some people that have done some nice artwork. Like I found on Reddit, Vanderbin put together the Tour of the Galaxy. He has all of the Tour of the Galaxy systems highlighted. He did not mark a path on the best path. So yeah.
So far, I think the record speed that anyone has hit was 156.15. But that was using the Vestas and apparently wiggling your ship. I don't know. You wiggle your ship, it goes faster.
What?
That's what it said when I went to that Reddit post, which we'll have all this in our notes when we post the notes later. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, wiggling the ship back and forth or up and down a little bit might eke out a little bit more speed for some reason.
So some of the stuff increases your turn rate and whatnot, and I think they're eking out. It's playing with the game mechanics a little bit on your by taking advantage of the increased turn rate.
There you go.
So like when I'm just sitting here at a full stop, I have no art going off that's showing that I'm like moving. It's like, the stars aren't. But if I start wiggling my ship, I suddenly start having like the stars warp past me, even though I'm not moving.
Well, even me without any boost, I can get 0.01 extra speed by wiggling back and forth. So yeah, there's something in the code. I mean, it's 0.01, but when you're going for as much speed as you can get.
Yeah.
But again, that was not with the Protostar. So I would be very curious to get the Protostar and try out this build and see how it does. I mean, it doesn't even technically use a slipstream. It has its own thing.
Yeah.
But on the back end, I wonder how that works, like in the programming of the game.
So the experimental set is noted to only bump you up to warp factor 24, which is 117.6 flight speed. While the Protostar, what it comes with, increases your warp factor to 42.41, which is 207.8 flight speed. But it has a 2-minute cooldown. So there is that. But if you could use the experimental system set on the Protostar.
Well, that's what I mean, is like, how is it coded into the game? If it's coded as a slipstream drive, even though mechanically it looks different and the speeds are different, but if it's programmed on the back end, then some of these traits and stuff might affect it. I would be curious to see. So I'm going to have to play with that when I get the Protostar.
Unless someone wants to donate a Protostar to us. I'm sort of joking, but yet, I mean, if someone really is that nice, we will review this and bring it back and let you know.
We'd love you forever. Love you long time.
All
right, so Grebog, you want to switch ships so we can go blow something up?
I also need to switch ships because this one is not equipped.
Okay, go switch. I'm good on this ship. I can blow stuff up good on my legendary ship here. It's not very fast compared to Grebog's, but it'll kill stuff.
Let's see. What are we doing? The daily?
Yeah, we'll do the daily. You guys want to do wolf or guillotine?
Let's do guillotine.
Okay.
Stargate Wars is saying everything that affects Slipstream does work on Proto Warp except the Vesta set.
There you go.
So it must be considered then a technically, technically it's considered
like the cyclical
another warp or slipstream.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't give it the chronoton warp,
I'll have to play with it next year when I get it. Maybe we'll revisit this episode and like see what happens.
Let's do the chronoton warp again.
Yeah. Tabby, one of these days I'm going to have you, we're going to do an episode where you're just going to sing all the different songs that you have written for our show. Like the Oompa Loompa Borg song.
Hey, the Oompa Loompa Borg song was one of my crowning achievements. I'm so proud of that.
I still go back and read it every now and then. It was really, really good. And I've been on a Wonka kick recently, so I've watched everything but the Johnny Depp version. It's on my list. Don't stress. I'll get there. I'm in the wrong menu. It would help if I'm getting in the right menu to go blow stuff up. Guillotine, right? We're good? We're ready?
Yes.
We're good.
Okay.
I should have looked at how many energy credits I had before I started.
Wee
woo.
You didn't pay attention to how much? Oh, because you were earning as you went past all these systems. Yeah, that's fair.
Here, we don't need me explaining anymore.
What's the maximum you can get? Is it right at 1 million or is it more than that?
I believe according to what I pulled up, it was 1.28 million or somewhere right in there. Let's see. Did he put it on this?
1 million credits.
We have 2 carriers, and 2 half carriers. Credits. Like, we're gonna have fighters in this all over the place. I'm the only one that doesn't have fighters.
I had 1 million credits.
1.25 million according to this. Max EC earned. And apparently, like I said, someone did this in 9 minutes 48 seconds. So it's possible if you have a good path to get it all done well before the end of time.
And that's a daily. That should be per character, right?
Yeah.
So that's a way to earn quite a bit of credits if you can do a speed build on multiple characters.
The drawback to it is getting some of these traits. Like the Leadfoot is 60 million.
Right.
Which isn't, for some people isn't a ton, but for others that is above their limit. I was not expecting the assimilator to come up right behind me or right under me. Cube's down. See, I knew this was going to be fast. That's why I was like, when we were talking about, like, we're going to have some extra fluff for the show, because
I for some reason I thought Tour of the Galaxy was on a longer timer than 15 minutes. So that was my bad. We could have just done the build and then had you do the run. That's all right though. I think it worked out pretty well. And this way we can entertain all of our raiders by blowing stuff up or being blowed up, depending.
I'd buy you an O-berth, but not a real O-berth. That's cruel.
well, just don't take your birth into a dark nebula. That's a TNG reference. Very specific. I just watched the episode the other night.
Which one was it?
It's the one where the kid decides that he loses everybody, like his family, and decides he wants to be unemotional like Data.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good episode.
I guess I'm going to 3.
I got 2.
I got 6.
I'll go get 1 too. I can cover both of them, probably.
I guess it helps to actually activate the anchor, not just clear the anchor.
What? What is this madness which you speak?
I'm gonna assist with the. Okay, if you.
Oh, hi Simon. Thank you. I'm going back over to 1 here real quick. I got some adapters closing in. Torpedoes away! How did the torpedoes not blow up the adapter? Blew up everything else. One is clear.
I will say that just the default speed just seems so fast and silly.
Okay, 2 is almost done. Two is done. Heading back over to 1. Anybody over at 5?
Nope. I'm just sitting on 6 because I can't hold 2. That's not going to happen. There will be a lot of pain and a lot of screaming, and not in a fun way.
As soon as 1 gets cleared here. Okay, 1 is going to get done. There's the assimilator. I got to go get this one that's getting away.
Okay, 6 is done.
Can you head over to 5?
Yep, on it.
Going after some assimilators.
Okay, I got 1. I'm looking on the other side here. There, I'll go get this guy first. Oh, another one just popped up over here.
Oh, this is a lot.
Stay alive. I'm heading back your way.
Me coming about. Oh, we got an assimilator. You get okay.
It's dead. Oh, and there's another one. They're both dead. They're all dead.
Murder, murder.
What Borg? There were Borg here? I love this ship. My ship, not the one on the screen right now. And there's the last one hiding over here. I got the last assimilator.
Lights.
Camera.
Action. Come on, Tat Cube. Die already.
Sorry, I got distracted with the
okay,
there was an assimilator.
There was? I thought I got them all. Did I miss one? And it's down. Mission accomplished. Should we run the other one just for, fun?
We're going to run the other one? I want to switch accounts.
I mean, we got time. We could.
We could now, couldn't we?
If you want to. Alrighty. Anybody want to run with us? Anybody need the daily while we're switching accounts and ships and stuff? We got room for 2. You too can come blow up the Borg. Or what? We need you to come blow up the Borg.
We need you to murder. Tabby needs you to murder Borg.
You didn't tell me to hide your screen this time, so I didn't get it in time.
No, I mean, ultimately it's okay because like the password is asterisked out, and my emails are throwaway creator emails. So it's like one of them is one that I give as how to contact me anyway, and the other one is one that a disposable one that I made just for my free to play account, so I can get stuff. So ultimately, it doesn't really matter if people see it.
You could still come hang out with us, Nim. That's fine though. No judgments. I mean, it's only the Borg. They're only trying to take over the galaxy, but it's fine. It's fine. We got it.
All right.
Okay, I am ready.
Tabby is good. I don't see a Grebog. Fake or real?
Well, I mean, I'm ready. I'm not good.
Hey. Don't be like that. You are good. Especially at making up weird songs for Star Trek. I need to do something with the Oompa Loompa. I make a link so people like can just go see it or whatever. I got to do something with that. Share it with all our viewers.
We could put it on the coffee.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, so oh, I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you. I need to do the holiday still. Maybe I'll work on that this weekend. So we're gonna do Wolf. So here we go. You guys ready? Ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Okay, queuing us up for Wolf. I
So
had forgotten. I had actually forgotten which TFO guillotine was, and I wasn't running it at the start of the event because I kept thinking it was the defensive Starbase 1 with the Borg. I got those two mixed up.
So if there
Wee woo.
was a wee woo. So if there was a TFO where we did a simulation where we boarded the boarded the Wolf 359 cube, and like a simulation where we tried to like went through things where we repel it, would it be Operation Wolf 359?
Maybe? I don't know. What
Because
ship?
we had Operation Wolf, right? There was a Starbase invasion, like a Starbase assault simulation. So if we had a Borg cube assault simulation, would it be Operation Wolf 359?
I guess. I guess that makes sense. I am in the nebula, which is really weird because my ship is way more maneuverable than a nebula should be.
I am a Morgu disguised as a constellation. One of these things is not like the other.
Very nice. Oh, somebody's in the legendary Akira. David over there in the legendary Akira.
Hi, David. I want your ship. Can you give it to me, please?
And Ellie is in one of the time lost ships. Phoebus is in the Arbiter.
Yes.
And then Thila is in the Romulan. Actually, I love that warbird.
The Morgu.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it.
I just said it like 2 minutes ago.
I know.
You don't listen to me. Well, you don't listen to me unless I'm singing.
I'm an old man and I have memory issues.
You don't listen to me unless I'm singing, I guess.
Seems about right. He favors bards.
I can't really argue with that, especially since my favorite character on Baldur's Gate 3 is the Bard. What happens to her is not nice. What can happen, depending on who you're playing.
Attention all hands. This is the Hood. We're moving to attack speed now. Fleet, this is the Roosevelt. We're moving into
I do not forget what you say immediately after you said it. Sometimes it takes me a couple seconds.
Shields are down. Shields are down. They drained us. Oh, wait. We got backup shields. We're good.
Wait,
That's
why did
better.
that they're simulating everything sound more like a it very much reminded me of I need another boomer.
We had an assimilator actually make it past. Oh, we don't have a tank up top. Never mind.
Don't look at me, I'm not a tank.
We just have people flying around willy-nilly everywhere, or at least some of them.
Yep.
It is why I'm actually at a corner of a cube to take out both corners.
Yeah.
And then someone else flying around willy-nilly came over to rescue people.
Yep.
If you see these shields, that means there is a random escape pod that has been tractored. out of position, and you have to fly to it to tractor it in.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, is that one of the glitches they haven't fixed yet?
No, it's not a glitch. It's part of the challenge of this TFO. The tractor beams are pulling in the escape pods. You have to stop them, whether by blowing up the tractor arrays or getting them before they pull them in.
Yeah, I just had one stolen from me. That's interesting. So they would be closer to the cube then.
Typically, yes. It's pretty much right where the shield is.
I was wondering what that was about.
We're being boarded. Can anyone assist us?
I got the one over here.
Like, see how the shield is now moving? That is because I'm tractoring it in.
Fusion of fleet. We're being
Yep, I
boarded.
gotcha.
Can anyone assist us?
And I would not call that a bug. I think it is just it's an intended consequence
mechanic.
of not getting to the escape pods fast enough.
The checkoff has been lost to the enemy. Destroy
Okay.
it if you can.
We got the simulators going on over there on the other side.
Have boarded us. They're assimilating everything and everyone in sight.
Yeah, I've been sitting here and I watched the tractor beam just like reach out and grab an escape pod and start yoinking it in. Like now that you mention it, it's like, oh.
Aranda fleet. The Borg have boarded us. They're assimilating everything and everyone in sight.
Yeah, I'm taking them out, buddy.
This is the Gora Bimgral. The Borg are attempting to assimilate the ship.
Over here. Oh, let go, let go, let go, let go.
You got the close one?
Yep.
Cool.
There's one over here too. See if I can pull it back out. No, I think we lost that one.
And that is how we are losing, like, escape pods. Like what at the end where it says like, oh, you've only did this of this because they tractored them in.
Yeah, I think you're right. I need to pay more attention to that from now on. Maybe we should revisit this TFO, like explain this again.
Sure.
The Enterprise is still a
Is that what we want to do next week, or we want to do something else next week?
No, next week I'm gonna have the Rex, so I thought we were gonna do the build on the Rex, the CSV.
irrelevant. There are no terms. You will disarm all your
Unless you guys don't want to, unless you want to wait an extra week for all of us to
Are
have
we
it.
all going to have the Rex next week?
your culture and technology.
I think I'll have it.
Those spheres.
Then we should be fine.
Okay.
This is the Roosevelt. We'll focus on picking up life pods. Cover us.
Let go of my ship. You joiks.
By the way, just for the record, I think they did amazing at this TFO.
Yeah, I think that this is a really well done TFO.
2 spheres down. One
No, I was saying when I was live earlier, I was saying what would have made this. Oh, Stargate Wars is saying next week also is the Wolf 359 ships release. So
focus on the cube.
no, it's like I know like what would have been like absolutely hysterical and amusing is if instead of trying to be canon with the ships, what if they had just made like each instance of each time you run Wolf 359, all the NPCs load in with random kit bashes.
Only if a Jaeger would be possible.
I don't know that we're going to have the bundle launch on the 15th.
Immediately. I'll contact
Well, we might have the full bundle announcement on the 15th.
We definitely will have that, I think.
I thought they said that it was coming on the 15th.
Oh, maybe it is. I mean, I expect this weekend that we will get another tweet, maybe even tomorrow, of 2 more ships, maybe 3.
The fight does not go well, Enterprise. We're attempting to withdraw and regroup. Rendezvous with
So and then they probably will do a
request immediate assistance.
next week. They'll probably do a 10 forward and talk about all the ships, and they'll probably even do a blog post revealing all the ship details after 10 forward.
And there we go.
Yeah, I know Stargate Wars. I was looking at one of the timelines. I'm like, it seems that they're compressing it a little this time around this anniversary, and I forgot about the announcement official thing.
So, wow, 3 raids in one sitting. It's been a while since we've had that happen. That was pretty cool. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for sticking around. Next week, it sounds like we're going to detail the Kittimer Alliance Rex pilot escort. I am actually really looking forward to having that ship, and I'm going to throw a CSV. Is that what we decided on? To do a CSV build?
Sure. I mean, it should, from my understanding, should do well with the CSV build. I'd have to look at the stats.
Cannon Scattervolley is like really easy to build too.
Yeah.
It seems like they want you to do a cannon rapid fire, in my opinion, on
Is that
it.
maybe we'll do rapid fire. We'll do whatever the ship is, like whatever its trait and whatnot is designed for, and I will have to look that back up. I was thinking it was going to be CSV, but
It's all about doing strafing runs.
that's right. That is what they wanted, isn't it? They want you to strafe by and then turn around and go back. Okay. Yes. So probably not CSV then, probably CRF. But we'll do a build on the Alliance Rex next week. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, that's it. I hope you had fun with the show today, and I will see you out there.
Have fun, be safe, don't set yourselves on fire.
Stick around. We'll raid somebody and live long and prosper.